What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? And we have so much updates on Man of Tomorrow. Let's get started. James Gunn teasing the storyboards for Man of Tomorrow. Storyboards sequence number 3. And there's just a stack of paperwork that James Gunn showcased. And it just goes to show you, man, James Gunn is a machine. The writing that this man does, and on time and on schedule, making sure that the films are always on date. I mean, give props to James Gunn when he deserves it. And I cannot wait for Man of Tomorrow. Again, he still has not teased who the villain is going to be. I think we're all assuming and we're all in line here that it's going to be Brainiac. And it's going to be much more of a, I don't want to say much more, but more, it's going to lean a little bit more towards Lex Luthor and his perspective. Because I feel like the Man of Tomorrow title is going to really lean on Lex Luthor. And maybe the public perception of Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor is going to change. And that's really going to bother Superman. And who knows, maybe in this universe, Lex Luthor can actually run for president, which would not be crazy. President Luthor in this universe, oh my God, can you imagine the possibilities? It's going to be insane, and I cannot wait for it. James Gunn, the hardest working man in show business. And speaking of Superman, Warner Brothers has submitted Superman for awards consideration at the Oscars across multiple top categories, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor. Now, this is awesome. Now, being realistic, do I think that James Gunn is going to get a nomination for Best Director? No, I do not. Do I think David Cornswet is going to get a nomination for Best Actor? No, I do not. But I do think it has a really serious chance in winning probably Best Makeup, Best Special Effects, maybe even Best, I don't want to say best, maybe Best Sound. Like all the technical awards, I think it has a realistic shot at getting. But either way, the fact that this movie is going to get nominated or possibly even win any Oscar will be a huge cap in the feather for James Gunn and DC Studios and for Warner Brothers. And I'm sure the Snyder Cult ball gaggers are going to have a real nice reaction to this one. As a matter of fact, I think we have a reaction video right here. David Cornswet's Superman suit is no longer on display due to it currently being used by production. So, like I said, Man of Tomorrow will be starting shooting in April, apparently in Georgia. So they're getting ready to ramp up the production. And again, the fact that we're getting a sequel so soon after the massive success of Superman, I think even Man of Tomorrow is gonna have an even bigger opening, because now we've established that Superman is liked by critics, journal audiences, and fans, and people are highly anticipating the sequel. And I can't wait for this. Oh my God, the DCU, chef's kiss is back on track. So that's gonna be it. Make sure you guys see the black button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok. This is Ashix. Follow me on Threads. That's where I primarily do all my posting and all my latest updates for the DCU updates from James Gunn. And as always, truth out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.